I definitely need some more iron and stone, though. I'm low on those. Did this not get orders to... yeah, it didn't get orders to store firewood. Interesting. Does it have purchase orders? It does have purchase orders, so I must have fucked that up somehow. That's back from the tornado, I suppose. It's a while back at this point, so... Alright, well, we are now benefiting from a whole bunch of trade. There's no longer this errant looming overhead of a potential wide-scale failure of my town. We're back in business. And preferably, I would keep my food stocks around this high, or continuing to expand even higher. It's no good to let the food stocks start to fall at any point. Also, I could probably do to remove these resources, yeah? Although they're going to remove themselves, considering the time of year it is now. Not you, you're a livestock merchant, get the fuck out of here, you're a piece of scum, and nobody wants to see you ever again for the rest of you live. For the rest of you live, that's right, doesn't even need proper English. Just because... Okay, well, I should actually, because... Holy crap, I'm actually running out of alcohol. There's a surprise. But because of the amount of food I have and the fact that it's just constantly recapping itself, I should probably expand my population further, because it's gonna do me no good to have a whole bunch of trading posts filled with food that they really can't put anywhere. Oh, I would love to have some stone right now. And yet I will not build a quarry. I refuse. Actually, I don't need stone that badly. I've got a bit of stone. I need iron really badly. I'm a little bit more okay with building mines, because you can't really build on mountains anyways. But it's still kind of the same principle. I am hesitant. Got some resources for me. And bring you some... You bring more resources for me in the future? I would like that. I would like that a lot. We could be friends, you know. You could bring me resources and I could purchase them from you. In my case right here, it might pay to set up an auto purchase of iron. Just because I do need iron for making tools. Oh my fucking god. My clothing levels are dropping. Somebody call the police. I'd really like to get these laborers going into a bit of an overdrive. I don't know where the hell my laborers are located, but I'm guessing it's right in the center. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right in the fucking center of my city. That's bad. That means they have to walk one hell of a distance to do any job ever. Not fun. Not fun. I could take out this cemetery and wait for the plaques to decay and put in another trading port if I wanted. It'd be kind of attempting some maximization, but I'd be alright with that. Uniqua? Don't I remember you from a children's cartoon somewhere? I'm supposed to... Ah, there's your iron. Also bring wool, because I could use that. Then, you're already automatically purchasing textiles, so you'll be good. I mean, a lot of my places are automatically purchasing textiles, so you would think that I would have a whole bunch of textile and coat production, stuff like that, you know, but don't seem to be getting much of it. And of course, with my iron shortage, I'm not going to have any tool production, which is going to be lovely. Maybe I need to halt production on a lot of these. I think that's not a bad idea. I could also start to build more housing, but build it out of wood, I suppose. I'm just a little bit iffy on doing something like that. Alright, I think my reserves of pretty much everything are going up again. I think that's stone. I hope that's stone. Guess we'll see. That seems good. At least good enough. Ah! One space. Alright. Actually, you know what? Fuck that noise. How about, instead of right there, I make it a vertical thing instead of a horizontal thing. And yeah, I wanna expand my population bad enough that I'm willing to degrade myself to wooden housing. The one spot. Despise that so much. Maybe what I could do is unlock a very small trickle for these other places. For iron, for pretty much everything. Well, I thought... No, this guy doesn't have textiles on purchase. So yeah, I think a small trickle wouldn't be a bad idea. Although considering where all of my tailors are, because I have a lot of them concentrated right in this area, it'd be best if I left all of my textile purchases to this area. That way they end up stored somewhat close, you know. Perhaps they don't have to go as far. Get their hands on some wool or some leather, whatever the case might be. And then alternatively, in the places that I know I'm... Oh wow, that's kind of a formation. In the places that I know I won't be having large intake of... Oh wow, very nice. General goods merchant. In the places I know that I won't be having a large intake on textiles, I'll try to get those areas to buy iron and stone. You have way too many textiles. I want a trickle, not a whole bunch. Thank you. I don't want those seeds. You also have a whole bunch extra. I don't think they bring that many, usually. Because your textiles are a very small business, generally speaking. Oh, wow. I didn't realize how quickly those houses got done. Yeah. Alright. All those houses are complete. I approve. Alright. So, let me add a trickle of stone and iron to all of these buildings over here. I don't want it to severely inhibit the purchase of food. So, like I said, make it a trickle. It's possible. I suppose one thing I could also do is to start increasing the amount of firewood these guys stock. But the reason why I've been keeping it low at about 1,500 is because they'll often be able to fill themselves up with the other resources they'll buy. So I don't want to potentially put so many blocks of firewood in there that they're filling themselves up way sooner than they should be. Oh, thank you so much. So much. It looks like you want to help with that too. Mila? Like Mila Kunis? That 70s show? We doing this? Hopefully I have properly set up my docks. I'll start to see iron and stone supplies appearing and not immediately disappearing. Now long term, I'll probably even cut out the stone, because once you have your map kind of covered, you don't really need much stone. In fact, having a lot of it sitting around could be kind of burdensome. But for the moment, since I'm still building a lot and hope to build a lot in the future, might as well have it around. Yeah, I'm not hitting 2,000 population by year 88, that's for sure. I've had a lot of setbacks in this game, so that's no big surprise. Been hit by fire, been hit by 2 tornadoes. Those were fucking fun. This is probably getting a lot of traffic, so it should probably be made of stone at this point. Along with this. I like to have my main causeways made of stone if it's possible. Let's go ahead and build stone, roading all the way out to there. And I guess down this way as well. And across. And around, because holy shit, there are a ton of people walking around. I don't know why I didn't decide to build stone roads here sooner. Ugh. I mean, the efficiency I could have saved by having them is probably quite remarkable at this point. When you have big population centers like this, they're really pretty necessary. I'm starting to see my food stock fall a little bit. I'm not too concerned yet. I'm not even going to really be concerned when it falls below, say, 100k. If it falls to 150, then I'll be a bit concerned. That's the point at which I'm going to say we need to put on the brakes. In the meantime, I'm more than happy to continue slowly expanding my food output. I could really afford to throw 3 farmers on each of them. So, I mean, I have the labor count, but something in me just doesn't want to do that. Okay. That should work. And what are you? You're a farmer? Not anymore, you ain't. Okay, yeah, now I've got a trickle of iron and stone. I think I've got a trickle of iron and stone at least. Now, what about my stocks of textile? Let me see. My inventory of wool. There's nothing there. Now, there's a little bit of leather, but from the looks of it, probably just from hunting or hunters. Looks like they're producing a little bit of leather, which is good. Did I hit my... Oh! I hit my firewood cap. Well, that's a good thing. Good to have that in place. Because it's not good to constantly be producing ever more firewood. I don't want my stockpiles to get so full that they can no longer hold anything. So I could expand out these taverns, I think. And then also going to expand my housing. Although actually, Did I just... I might have fucked that up a little bit. Yeah, I did. The, issue I just caused would be one where I don't have enough space for a new dock right here and wrapping around and down. Oh my fucking god. You're gonna leave the ones that make it so inopportune for me, aren't you? You're dicks.